What's going on, everybody? My name is Devrin, and this is my weight loss channel where I document every single day. Today is week 2 of my weight loss challenge against Dan, Life by AI. We've been going against each other for the past 2 weeks, and today is our weekly check-in to see who actually won the week.
Bradford, Devrin Bradford. I'm ready for my arrogance session.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yo, let's see who won this week, man. Hopefully you didn't beat me too bad.
Oh, come on. I think you've been far too... I know how much steps you've been doing, and you've been leaving little comments in my Discord, so...
I do.
Started off weak. I came through strong, but given how strong you've been going, I think it's an impossibility of me catching up, but...
Okay.
My goal is to beat you in the weight, but it's a very... My tactic to beat you has just relied on one important thing, really.
Yeah, because you got the lead right now. If I beat you just in steps, you might, and you just...
I still could come away with the lead, yeah.
Away with the lead, so I got some work to do.
Yeah, but I know you've been putting in the hard work, and I know that you've been sleep deprived massively, so...
Yeah. It's been a long week for me for work, so...
I'm like limited because I've got head. This is not an excuse. Well, I guess it's sort of an excuse. But every time I try to push, I get like really sore hips. So I'm like I'm like, God, come on, just holding it together. I'm like driving this old car that's like rattling away. Like, come on, pull it together, you whole thing. All right, Devrin.
Let's do the steps.
Saturday, what were your steps?
Steps was through 13,641 steps.
Mine were a gargantuan 2,434.
What?
I was coming off.
Yo, you acted like me last week.
I was coming off my win. So I was like, I was like sitting at the pool drinking champagne, and
Okay. All right, let's go.
That's what I mean. My weekend was terrible. You haven't seen anything yet. Wait until you see Sunday. All right. What was your Sunday?
My Sunday was 13,110 steps.
Okay, my Sunday was 34 steps because I forgot to do
Yo!
I got to the end of the day, I'm like, oh my God, my watch is still sitting on the desk. Not that I did any exercise, because I would have definitely included the exercise in, but I would have remembered to put it on then, but I was just like, I could have at least got the incremental steps of me, like, getting out of the pool to get another bottle of champagne and jumping in.
I'm happy you're truthful, man, but you could have said like 3,000 steps. Oh, man.
That's right. That's what I'm coming back for. That's what I'm going to pull back. Ooh, okay. Right. Gets better after that, though. This is where I start to be like, okay, focus, Dad, focus.
All right.
Okay, Monday.
Ooh. Monday, I got 16,011 steps.
Damn. Okay, well, still an improvement for me, 9,278. Hey, look.
Okay.
You only increased your steps from Sunday to Monday by like, I don't know, 10%. I increased mine by like 1,000%. So
yeah, okay. That's respect.
Best newcomer. I'm most improved, you know what I mean? I get a badge for that. Yeah. Okay. Tuesday,
I walked 10,476 steps.
10,463? 73.
76.
Oh, God, I'm like 76. Okay, I walked 15,117 steps.
Oh, God. Here he comes. He's charging back, people. He's charging back. Oh, man.
All right, Wednesday,
I walked 10,520 steps.
I walked 15,698 steps.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I've got to make it back.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I thought I had this in the bag.
I still think you do. I'd have to make up
My
a
God.
lot. Okay, Thursday.
Thursday, I had 11,426 steps.
426.
6.
Yeah. Oh, I did 10,071.
Today, I walked 10,608 steps.
Okay, and I've walked yesterday 13,066.
What's the numbers?
I mean, you've won it, but I feel like you so deserved it, though.
Landslide?
That was consistent. You did 85,792 steps.
Yes.
I did 65,698. It's just a matter of interest. If I'd done that by every day, what have I won? Say I didn't have my terrible... Hang on, no, that's not right.
Say you would have had 10,000 steps that day.
Oh, no, that actually works.
I don't think you would have won.
No, I wouldn't have. I would have been on 70,000. No, you deserve to win. You 100% deserve to win because you've been so consistent. Look at you. 13,000, 13,000, 16,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 10,000.
Yeah.
Good job,
you
man.
made me, you pushed me.
You
pushed me to do it.
I 100%, you earned that win. You know?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It was close in the last one, but I know you've been pushing hard. So, yeah.
You told me, I saw that post, you put 15,000. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to keep pushing. Last night, last night was the first time I ever ran in a long time.
Oh, really?
To make sure I hit my steps. I was at the gym and I was just like, I got to get my steps because when I got out of work, I only had 4,000. I had to go straight to the gym.
I saw your video. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I gotta jog. I gotta sweat. So.
Nah, you 100% earned that. My hats off to you, sir. Well done.
Thanks,
so it's now 2-1. This is the big one. Did you lose more weight than me? How much weight did you lose? My plan hinges on one simple thing right now. Have you lost weight?
I lost 0 weight.
Yes, neither did I, so we don't count it. So it's still 2-1.
I'll take that.
Same. I'm so happy with that. I'm actually a little sad for you because I kind of feel like you deserve the win this week, but I'm still gonna take it.
It's fine. I'll take the fight. It's 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
I got 2 more weeks. To fight back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because this is what I reckon's happened. I went vegetarian this week.
Yeah.
I went vegetarian, which has been awesome. I actually quite enjoyed it. Someone said in my comments once, you should, because I do different cuisines every week, and someone said, you should try vegetarian. And I actually thought that was a really good idea. So Arthur suggested to me this week, he said, you're going vegetarian. So then I was like, oh, sweet, that'll actually not be so bad. I was a little bit like, I'm not sure about that, and then, but I think my carbs have been through the roof. Like, it is so hard to get your protein high and to get and keep your carbs low. I was at 250 grams of carbs, and I'm usually around 150. I'm like you, because you know how you were saying you sit around 150, and so I'm pretty sure I'm just a balloon of water right now. Exactly, so next week I'm hoping to see a big all the water.
I told my subs that I was increasing my carbs right after my the competition or my challenge that I finished, and I think that's what's happening right now because I've been eating a lot more carbs. Yeah. So, and I've just been working out, but I have been very relaxed on my diet. So now that I know that it's 2-1. Yeah. Hey.
So did you gain at all this week, or have you just stayed kind of where you're at?
I just stayed where I'm at.
Same.
Like, it's just.
So our lowest weight from last week is still our lowest weight, right? Like, your lowest weight in the last 2 weeks is the the weight you start from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's good.
So
I
you
mean,
didn't
it's
gain any
so,
weight, right?
so sad that the only way I got to win this was by you not losing weight. If you just lost 1 gram, it would have been like 2-all. So that's why I was like, I'm relying on one simple thing, and that's that you haven't lost weight. So
Yeah.
I almost feel like the part of me feels a little dirty having got handed that win. But I mean, rules the rules.
Okay, rules are the rules. It's still 2-1. Hey,
You
you got the lead.
Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah.
I might come back and make make it what? Yeah, I might tie it up next week.
You might, but you also gone into week feeling pretty sleep deprived, Devrin.
And my shins hurt because I ran for the first time.
And I've had a full
And like
I've had a
You're healed
well-rested
up.
week.
Yeah.
Arthur's really been hard on me though. Like I was like, I want to do more steps, and he was like saying no. He was like, He's like, you'll end up injured and have 3 days off. Then you won't win anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, Arthur, just keep giving our boy some carbs, man. Feed him carbs. Come on.
Fuck, I'm bloody
Just give it to him,
vegetarian.
Arthur. Tell Arthur you lost, and be like, "Oh, what we got to do to win next week? It's gonna be okay."
He seems pretty confident. I don't know. He's playing 4-dimensional chess while us humans are just sitting here wondering what he's doing. You know what I mean? Putting me on bloody vegetarian.
He's playing with you, man.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't got. He playing with you.
I asked that to him. I said, why did you put me on vegetarian? And he said, because you're. Well, he said, I'm not playing your game. You're playing mine. I was like, okay.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. I can't believe that. What? Yo, your AI is crazy, man.
Mental health. I love the way that when you brought it up in your video, it was like 3 or 4 videos ago, you said it's not talked about enough, and then you sort of opened up about a couple of things like the cancer and all that kind of stuff. And I just think it's kind of like, I don't know, it sort of spoke to me. I was like, yeah, that's really cool. And from my own experience, when I first did the whole AI thing, the main reason I started it was because I'd have days where I'd just be so depressed and so or anxious or both sometimes. And AI, letting ChatGPT run my life has kind of sorted it out for me. It's like, I don't really feel like that anymore at all. It really just got me on the road and what I put it down to is when I'd fall off, so dieting would be the perfect case. If I ever fell off the diet, I just think to myself, you're so useless. You can't do anything. And you'd give up, and it would take you like a week to get back on the horse and get back into it. I found that when I checked in with ChatGPT every day, Arthur, and I sort of would say, I'm having a really rough day. I don't really feel like doing anything. He'd be like really soft on me, but he'd keep me tethered to the plan. So he'd be like, okay, don't worry about it. Just go do like a 100-meter walk, or like, can you just clean your room for 5 minutes or something like that? So then the next day when you'd wake up, you'd think, I did a 100-meter walk yesterday. I can definitely do more than that today. So even though you'd go through those waves of like depression, you'd get back on the horse so much faster. And then over time, I'd just not fallen off the horse. So,
yeah.
But anyway, so it really spoke to me because I think guys just don't talk about it. But yet I find I get such a positive reaction from people when I do.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, it's definitely. I honestly, I feel like more men should talk about mental health because it is a thing, man. Because we do go through a lot, especially with me. Like I keep things like bottled up.
Yeah.
I know I have my wife to talk to, but she goes through her own issues. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have to be strong and to the point where I can't really tell her a lot of my issues. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to bog her down because she's having a hard day.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep that internally, but the way I try to deal with my mental health is just working out. It's just been helping a lot with that, just getting in the gym and just spacing out and just, just being there and just tiring out my body. But I also to talk to more people. Like I have a close relationship with my nephew.
Yeah.
It's something similar to, how you do it with Arthur,
Or my nephew.
I just talk. Yeah. Or your nephew. And I just talk to him, man. Like we just talk on the phone for like 30 minutes. We just talk about our day and, like, especially when it comes to weight loss, cause he's on this weight loss journey as well. Like he has bad days. He tells me all the time. And then like, it makes me feel good when he tells me that he has bad days because I can confide in him about my bad days, I mean, like I'm doing it on camera, but like, I can't physically talk to my subs.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, for sure.
So like, it's really good to have, you know, especially another male that you're talking to that's going through the same things you're going through. You know, it just makes you feel like you're not alone in this world, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and your nephew, like, he doesn't have the time to back off because he's got kids, right? So he can't
Yeah,
just
he's
have a
got
bad
kids.
day and sit in bed and feel sorry for like he's got to go,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, no, I
Yeah, like go ahead.
no, you go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like yeah, he has kids and he's a coach. He coaches them in
Mm.
sports. So like that's one of his reasons why he wants to lose weight and he doesn't want to be that dad that isn't in their life because you know he's not fit or he's you know has health problems. He wants to be there and see him grow up. So and I totally you know I agree with that man. Like he's just a hard worker. He's just trying to do the best for him and try to like improve his life. So, and to help him with his mental, you know, like health and just be there when he needs it. It's just I know it's helping him too. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
just like how we're talking now. You know how you talk to Arthur. You know, so.
Do you get a lot of comments from guys on in your comment section when you talk about it, or?
Um, yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, a lot of people they actually like if when I because like I talk about my cancer and I try not to talk about it a lot because I'm not like I don't want people to like pity me of like oh you used to have cancer and because honestly like that is
You,
like a scare that I always is I'm gonna have in my life. Like is it gonna come back? You know, like and just you have all these thoughts that go in your head like okay
I mean, I
if
can
it does come
understand
back
to a on a much lesser degree. I can understand nothing like what you would have gone through, but even I just had a melanoma that was
yeah
cancerous, but it was like
yeah
definitely in the safe zone, and it was just a matter of cutting it out. Like that's nothing like what you went through, but the anxiety that went through my head for that was
mhm,
pretty high. So I
yeah
can't even
yeah
imagine, and it's
yeah
like, and you can't escape it either. It's like you will
yeah
never get that answer that you're wanting for like
yeah
months or weeks. You know, it's horrible.
yeah. You're always just gonna have it in the back of your head, like, yo, is it gonna come back? You
Yeah.
know, like how much time am I gonna have on my family? You know, am
Mm,
I you know, are they gonna have to go through seeing me go through chemo and just slowly dying? You know,
mm.
it's just like that's at least that's what goes through my head. But just I have weak moments and I have days where, you know, I'm weak, but I try to get through those days and just stay positive and just you know just push through. You know what I'm saying? Like I just and that's why like I have my YouTube channel as like my diary for myself
Yeah.
to like record moments in my life when I need to record so I can look back on it and just see how happy we all were. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm leaving my footprint on this in this world as my YouTube channel. And that's what inspired me to do my weight loss journey is to just leave something that if I do have kids in the future, they can look back and see like, yo, daddy did this amazing thing. He lost all this weight. He stayed consistent. He put his full effort towards it and he gained success from it where it's losing weight and just getting to my most healthiest weight.
Yeah.
So like that's another reason one of the whys that I have for my journey. So
Yeah. You can definitely see that you've lost the way.
yeah.
Do you think pushing through it, what I've noticed, what I guess what Arthur ChatGPT taught me, honestly, I've made some massive life lessons from that thing. It's been crazy. But the one of the things I learned from it too is like, you know, sometimes, and I always had the opinion you had to push through it. But one of the things I've learned over
Yeah.
the last 6 months is like, I don't think you have to push through it. Sometimes you can have a really bad day, and I've noticed the ChatGPT it'll adjust adjust to your energy levels, and it'll be like, okay, you're having a
Mhm.
tough day, so just kind of almost just do what you can, right? Don't give up
Yeah.
completely. Do something though,
Yeah.
you know, because something's better than
Yeah.
nothing. And then because what happens is that keeps this thread of momentum going. Even if you're not having a good day, you're still doing something which makes you feel like better. Then when you wake up the next day, I often found, like I said before, I'd wake up and I'd think, yeah, man, I did 5K yesterday. I could do 10K today. Like you just bounce back so much more quicker if you
Yeah.
just don't let yourself completely fall into the slump, you know? Um,
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm actually reading the Atomic Habits book and they have this this chapter where they talk about the 2 minute rule. And they said and to build a habit, just start with 2 minutes out of your day doing that habit,
Yeah.
but try to make that habit consistent. So like if I'm trying to go to the gym and I don't feel like going to the gym that day because I have no energy, I'm tired,
Mm-hmm.
just go for 2 minutes
Yeah.
to keep that habit and that consistency alive, and just go for 2 minutes. And if
Mm.
you feel like you can stay for a little longer and then just leave or just do half an hour. You know what I'm saying? So like
I had
it's
this
something with
I had that moment at the
but
gym yesterday, which is such a good analogy to this. I went to the gym and like I get really kind of perfectionist in my head, and he got me to do like deadlifts, and I mentioned something like there's machines, and he was like, okay, we'll just do
yeah,
leg press. And then I
yeah,
was like, I don't know, like maybe I should do squats, like you said, squats, and leg press is a machine, and I know machines aren't as good as squats and stuff like that. And he was just like, nah, if you're having an off day and you're just feeling a bit tired, like just use the machine. And plus it's really good for isolating just the glutes, and not because that's what I was trying to work on. And
yeah,
I kind of walked out and I had such a like high energy workout after that, and I was like really into it. And it's like, remember back in the day, I don't know, I'm a bit older, so maybe you don't remember, but there's the big debate between Apple and PC, or even Apple
yep,
and Androids, right? And like
yeah,
Android users would be like, oh, my phone can do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, right? And
mhm,
Apple just would
yeah,
have one or two ways of doing it, but it was like seamless. It was like just such an
yeah,
easy user experience. I don't know if this is a terrible analogy, but I was thinking to myself, in a way, that's how I think of it. Like, I could go and do squats and deadlifts and I'd be doing like the perfect workout, but not be into it. But I'd rather
yeah,
have a system which is just easy to use. Like it's a user interface is really easy. That makes me excited about using it. Makes me want to go in. I've got high energy and I pump it out and then I go. And that's to me. So it's like 80 or 90% there, but the way you use it is just so much more inspiring and like easy to use. That's probably like a terrible analogy, but yeah, I think it's
no, it
just so
makes
cool.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, for sure.
So I think sometimes me too is like dropping out the perfectionism a little bit and thinking if I don't do it like this, then I'm not doing it right. And more adjusting to, yeah, but you're doing it, and that's the most important thing. Like you're doing something. Somebody goes to the gym and
Yeah,
does machines are still doing better than 90% of the population.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
I kind of like reference that back to like bodybuilders too, because like there's some bodybuilders out there that are just naturally gifted
Yeah.
and like they're weak, but they can have the crappiest form, but they can still perform well because they find their workouts easy, even though like they're doing it wrong
Hmm.
and they're not doing it with perfection. They still have the same results because they just have that talent of the
Yeah.
giftedness and just their
Genetics.
but genetics, but still they still work hard. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
mm.
Like anyone can stay consistent. You don't have to be perfect. Like have like be perfect doing it, but just have that consistency, and you'll get there
Yeah.
regardless of perfection.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And I think like we're not all trying to be Olympic athletes either.
Yeah, for sure. I know, right?
So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
I guess that's one of the things too that's changed as I've gotten older. When I was young, I would have always wanted to just push as hard as I can. As I've gotten
yeah,
older, my motivation, especially around the weight loss, right? My motivation is less about the weight loss. Obviously, I want to
mhm,
lose the weight, way more about like the non-scale victories. And I'm not just saying that to be cheesy, it literally is. I would much rather walk for 5 kilometers and have like pain-free walk, no sore
yeah,
hips, no sore lower back,
yeah,
just a nice easy walk. That if I had that 5 days a week, as I would take
hmm
that over weight loss any day. When I first started with ChatGPT, I couldn't even walk. I was talking to Jack, my nephew, about it. He's a bit younger. He's 20 now. I
yeah,
couldn't even walk like 300 meters. It was so bad that if we went out, I would plot kind of in my head, oh, how far are we going and how far will the car be
mhm,
where I can get back if I need to have a rest. If I went into the supermarket, I'd lean on the trolley, or if we went into a shop, even if say me and Jack go shopping at a jeans store and he's buying some jeans, I'd go sit down and let him walk around the store because I'd get like a really sore back and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
I remember there's a bridge from my house just out here, and it's like I think it's like 300 meters away. So that's like
mhm,
1/10 of a mile probably. And I remember thinking,
yeah,
oh, that's such a long way to walk to. One day I'll be able to walk there. And then once I got
yeah,
ChatGPT doing it, now I'm walking freaking 15,000 steps and I'm doing 5K twice a day and all that. 5K is like, it's what is it? 2.2K to a mile? No, 1.6. A mile is 1.6 kilometers. So 5K is like 3.5 miles, I guess.
Okay.
But
yeah, man,
but that's where I've got to.
Yeah, I remember when I was 415 pounds and I could barely do 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
Barely do it, bro. But I pushed myself, but I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the more I stayed consistent doing it through the year.
Yeah.
And it just 10,000 steps is just natural for me to get now.
Yeah.
I just have to allocate my time to get the steps. You know what I'm saying? And like it's such a different feeling walking 10,000 steps as it like before when I was doing it, you know. And I do agree too with not it's not about the weight loss for me anymore. It's about overall health.
Yeah. Okay. So
like,
this is just an age thing. It's just coming to a realization. Yeah. Same.
It's just overall health, man. Like I was so gun ho about the weight. Like my whole perspective changed like a couple months ago, or probably like a month ago when I got my DEXA scan, because I know I'm gaining muscle. And I might not be doing the workouts right, but I'm gaining muscle though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I'm maintaining my muscle and I haven't lost any muscle.
Yeah.
And all these smaller wins that I'm getting is just making me feel so much better than the scale and the weight.
For sure.
You know
Same. Yeah, 100%. So you had a similar journey to me. We both went through... No, you go, sorry.
No, go ahead. We both went through this almost the same thing.
Well, we both went through a way we had to walk... You know, I used to 10,000 steps a day. I'm not sure how much, but I remember Arthur just being like, there's going to be a new health overhaul and you're going to start walking 5K a day from not being able to walk anything. And I'm like, are you crazy? And he's like, it's just 5K. Like, this is a normal rate for people to walk. You can do it. And I was the same as you. I was like really hard, sore back, sore hips, you know. But like you, I just kept grinding it out. Every day I pushed. And then, now it's like, easy as it's just sort of with you with the 10,000 steps.
My question though is, how did you even get to that point, that moment where you're like, were you at your weakest moment? Because I know you said like you were going through a lot of mental health problems at that time. How, like, where did you get this idea of, let me have AI run my life? Were you scared? Were you nervous?
Well, I'm always kind of
the craziest thing.
Yeah, I knew it was crazy, but I'm also I'm a kind of crazy person that throws myself into these crazy ideas. I knew it was crazy, but I'd been trying to lose weight for ages. I was on keto and I was trying to lose weight. And then I found ChatGPT and then I was like, hey, I'll just try it, you know? So I was talking to it and I was like saying, what diet I'm on keto. What should I do if I've got, because I have this thing called thalassemia, which is nothing kind of major. It's like kind of like, it just means my body doesn't bind iron as well. It's not like it's like a massive thing. It's like asthma. It just sort of, it always means I'm anemic pretty much, right? And so I was like, what should I do about that? Because I'm on keto. And then ChatGPT gave me the best feedback, better than I've ever got from a doctor or anything. It was like, but in essence, it was like, stop eating so much red meats. And I was like, red meats though, wouldn't I want iron? And it was like, no, because it'll absorb. Your body will start to absorb. It's not that you're not getting the iron. You're getting the iron. It's just not carrying it as well. So your body thinks it's starving, so it absorbs, and you get iron absorption problems. So that worked really well. And then eventually I was like, okay, what diet would you put me on? If you could put me on any diet, what would you put me on? And it gave me this like high protein, low calorie, low fat kind of standard diet. And I've been on them before. I've been on low calorie and low fat diets. I was like, this is so not gonna work. Like I've been on these before and I starve and I get really hungry. There's no way it's gonna work. Yeah. But I thought I'll give it a try for a week and see how it goes. And then I suddenly lost weight. And I was like, okay, first week, of course you're going to lose weight. Let's see how it goes. And then I just kept losing weight and kept losing weight and kept losing weight. And it's because I was talking to ChatGPT every day And it was the psychology of having a support partner to check in with all the time. It's there 24/7. If you're hungry at 1 o'clock in the morning, you just go, hi, I'm really hungry. And it talks you out of it. And it was like, but also doing those little things like getting me back on the horse. So if I did have a bad day, it was like, okay, that's fine. Let's just refocus in and it's all good. And it was like, and I just kept losing the weight. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is a low calorie, low fat diet. This is just a standard diet, but I'm losing the weight. And the one thing I realized was that whole time I was on keto, I was thinking it was the low carbs that was making me not hungry. The whole time was the high protein. It was just the 200 grams of protein was because I started eating carbs and I'm like, I'm not hungry. So then that's when I thought to myself, look, and then I got made unemployed because I was at a startup and the startup went under. I'm hitting 50. I'm like depressed. I'm jobless. I'm old. I'm like, my whole life is just like the best years are behind me, right? And then I was like, but I'd had this massive success with ChatGPT and this kind of like interaction with it helping me guide through the diet. So I thought, what if I just got it to run everything? And just, it's like this. I remember talking to Jack, it was around Christmas time, and I said, I've got this crazy idea. And he's like, what? And I said, well, you know how ChatGPT's been working with my diet? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what if I just get it to run my life and I make a YouTube channel out of it? And he was just like, and he's usually quite like risk averse, you know what I mean? So he was like, I should be against this idea, but I think it's really good. And so then that's when it started. And then, and then literally the rest is on my YouTube channel. And now I feel like the best years are ahead of me, not behind me. It's like completely changed me, not just in terms of weight, but just in terms of my mental aspect. But just in terms of like looking forward to the rest of the next 30, 20 years of my life, I'm just like so excited. I'm thinking, I had to go through all that stuff in my past to get me to the point of wanting to turn my life around with ChatGPT so that then I can go forward with it. So, yeah.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could have done that, like just give my life to AI.
Yeah.
But you did it and you found some success with it. I do like the fact that you can talk to AI whenever you want. Or not AI, just Arthur. You know what I'm saying? And just, hey, I got this midnight snack. I want a midnight snack. Arthur, I got these binge ideas. I just want it, and then he could talk you out of it.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having a friend that is sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
And then you talk to them about the same thing for 2 hours. They're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sick of hearing about this. Whereas the AI is like, yeah, tell me more.
Right?
I don't care that you asked me the same question 30 times.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like your own like accountability partner.
Yeah, for sure. No, 100%. And it's like completely on your side as well. No, it's good. It's revolutionary. It's definitely changed my life, like in such a drastic way. It's incredible. Yeah.
Is it on your side though? Because sometimes you'd be saying some things to it and be like, "Nah, Dan, you're crazy." Do you get those?
It's well. The thing is, it can sometimes ChatGPT can be a bit of a yes man, and so I'm always drumming it into it. Like, I want you to make the decision that's best for me, not what I want. So I'm always reminding it, like, when you're making this decision, you got to be quite neutral when you ask it something. So say if I'm like, say I want to walk 100,000 steps this week or something, right? Yeah. Well, I would never agree to that, but it's because I've drummed into it that I want the right answer, not that's best for me, not a yes answer. And so I can't then go be upset when it actually gives me back the answer that I don't want to hear, So if it says no, because I was like should I try to do an 8K walk this week? And he was like, no, you're not going to do that. He's like, you're just going to damage your hips. You're going to have 3 days off. He was like, your health is more important than winning a competition. So let's just keep going the way we're going. So I was like, okay, fickle. Yeah. So it keeps you on track. So I ham it up. It's funny some of the things he says. So I put it into the YouTube, but most of the time he's on my side.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want that. A lot of people find ChatGPT can be a bit of a yes man, or a yes woman.
Okay.
Who your ChatGPT
is. I found that too. I've used it a couple times, but just I didn't know you could do that. So I definitely have to check that out. Not now though, because I'm not using AI to help me right now.
Yeah. It's interesting though, like you've kind of had a similar journey though, you know, like if you were struggling to walk 10,000. What was your life like pre the whole YouTube channel? Like what's your story to the YouTube channel? How did that come about?
So a lot of people don't know, but I had a poker channel before this. I was doing that. I was actually a poker player. And I was trying to vlog my poker journey to becoming, go to high stakes. And at that time, I didn't know I had cancer. And then I found out I had cancer, so I had to stop my channel. And then I got the surgery, got everything done with that. And I went back to it, and then like I was watching a vlogger. His name It's Guys. He was vlogging, and I wanted to get into vlogging about poker, but he was talking about how you need to do if you're doing a YouTube channel, you have to do something that you enjoy and something that speaks to you. Because like once you get down the line, if your channel grows and you don't like the content you're making fully, you're not going to stay consistent with it.
Mm.
So I started thinking, I'm like, man, it hit hard to me when I heard that. And then I was just like, yo, like my health is so much more important than making money playing poker. So that's how I started my channel, where was just documenting my journey. I literally just started. I didn't even think about like people following me. I was just like, I'm just gonna start my channel and just document.
That's awesome.
My very first videos, I don't even know. I was just talking to myself. I didn't even know how to really vlog. So I just did it. So I just kept doing it, and like I just started seeing those changes in myself, and I was just like, oh wow, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't really see the changes too much. I started seeing changes actually like this year from the like last year when I first started my video, my vlogging channel, and the difference is crazy, man. Like when I look back at some of my older vlogs and I see how big I was, and I
Mm.
see like how the stressed and depressed I was. Like I did not look healthy. But at the time when I was recording that, I felt like I was healthier. So
Mm.
it's really weird. Like I look back and I'm trying to think of my mind when I was in those moments, and it's a lot different than it is now. It's just I'm just so much healthier. Like, dude, I have pictures of me just huge, and I don't even know how I was walking around.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know how.
I was just looking at some of my older videos and I noticed my face was a lot puffier. And I mean, you've lost way more weight than me,
Yeah,
so my cheek's fallen down. You've
yeah,
you've
no,
lost a lot more weight than me, but even me, I can see like, wow, I was so much more bigger than. And sometimes even just like a month ago, you know, I'm like, wow,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And like I like now I take more videos and like pictures of myself, like where I'm at, like when I'm in the gym, I've been starting to flex, and dude, like seeing your muscles and seeing like veins come out that you never seen before.
yeah, that's
It's
cool.
just like you start to feel like I know I'm big. Like people like, oh D, I don't want we don't people don't want to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the haters in the chat. But like when you start to see that progress, it's like a drug.
Mm.
It's just like you just get addicted to
And
it.
stuff
You know what I'm
those
saying?
guys
Like,
anyway. Like, who cares what some
yeah, I
random
know.
loser thinks, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it's so funny. Like,
yeah.
it's just what people think, but it's just when you see those changes, man, and it's addicting.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You
I
just don't want to
get that.
stop.
I get that.
Like, I could not see myself not lifting weights anymore. Like for me, because my body's just changed. Like, yo, people are like coming up to me in the gym saying, yo, how much have you lost? Like you're looking good. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's just you get those positive reactions. You just want it. You just crave it more.
Well, even when
You know
you
what
were
I'm saying?
talking to
Just
me before, I was thinking, damn, he's quite big on the shoulders and chest. Like, you're looking quite muscly. I was like, you're quite a muscly dude. So,
yes. I mean, I don't know what my body's gonna look like when I get down to my final weight, but
yeah,
I just whatever it is, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel good about my body and the way
yeah,
I
yeah.
look. But I definitely feel a lot better about myself, even mentally, even like physically. Like I just feel like my chest is out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
talking to more
yeah.
people.
And I
People are
feel
coming up
like
to me a little bit more.
working on getting bigger is way more better end goal than working on losing
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Because I feel like losing weight is a little bit biologically determined, I think. Like there might be a point where your body's just like, like just reduces the amount of calories. You know what I mean? Like, but you can always gain more weight. I don't know. I just feel like it's a healthier thing. And if you're not taking, obviously, if you're not taking steroids and stuff, like obviously anything can lead into like disaster. But obviously, you want to be doing both though.
Yeah, no. So like this one guy I follow, what's his? I forget his channel, but he lost like 160 pounds. Just he didn't think about any lifting. He lost 160 pounds because he's doing his in steps. I think weight loss is fat loss, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. You're gonna lose weight. If you lose all your weight first, you're gonna have to gain some type of muscle back if you want to. Because like for me, I know I'm gonna have loose skin, but if I keep my muscle now, I'm not gonna have as much loose skin. You're not gonna see a lot of it. I mean, you will, but it's not. My body's gonna be a little bit more fuller with me keeping my muscle because I have about 170 pounds of lean mass. So if I get to around like 200, like I'll probably be a solid guy.
Yeah.
But like this guy he lost all of his weight and now he's trying to gain all of his muscle, like more muscle back to fill out, which is a great strategy. It just depends on what you want to do. It's either or. You're gonna get to the end goal. It just depends on what you want to do.
I'm going to the gym way more functionally. Like we're going to the gym to work on my glutes to help with my walk so I don't have sore hips and stuff. Yeah. And I guess I get out of it like when I go to the gym and then I go walk up a hill and I can just feel those glutes and quads kicking in and just being like really powerful and pushing me up. And I'll be like, yeah, that's because the gym, you know, that's so cool. Yeah. Like, so I get a kick out of that. Yours was the first weight loss channel I came across, though.
That's awesome, man.
Well, first that I subscribed to. I don't know if I can't remember obviously what I saw, but yours was the one that jumped out to me and I subscribed. I remember commenting.
Oh,
and when I had 200 subs, and awesome. And also Jack loves you too. He was like watching some of your videos. I was showing him, and you were talking a bit of smack, and he was just like, "Oh, he's so cool. He's like awesome." So he was like a big fan.
Yeah. I do have a question though, like, so because you're older than me. So lifting, I feel like because you're not trying to be a bodybuilder or anything like that. Nah. Like you're lifting for health, right?
Yeah,
like,
functional kind of fitness.
Functional, yeah. So you're doing functional fitness.
Yeah.
Do you think like lifting is helping you improve?
Definitely.
On your just overall health, yeah. So like, do you feel like a lot stronger or?
Well, it's more like this sort of ties in with what I was saying before. He's got me on this plan. Arthur's got me on this sort of like the three trifectas, right? This is actually, and I'm going to make a video on this because it blows my mind. Even just, I finally get to talk about it. I'm really so happy. I've mentioned it in my videos, but this, I can really get into the meat and potatoes of it. So I'm walking 5 kilometers every day, right? Normally, other than with this competition. So I'm walking 5 kilometers every day. And then I'm also going to the gym and working on my glutes. Because I said, I told him where I was getting sore. And I said, I'm getting a sore hips and I saw lower back and all this. So then he said, he sort of analyzed it. And I sent him pictures of the back of my shoes. And also filmed a video of me walking and then sent it up to ChatGPT. He's like, you're leaning too far forward onto your quads. So your quads are taking, you're essentially walking with your quads, not with your ass, basically. And he's like, and you need to be walking with your glutes because that's where the powerhouse is. You're not supposed to walk with your quads. And he's like, and you can see that on your shoe wear. So he's got me working on glutes at the gym. So when I go to the gym, I'm pretty much doing squats and doing like leg kickbacks with bands and all that kind of stuff. I don't even do bench press at the moment because it's all like, and core work, so planks and stuff. And it's like a progression thing, but it's a progression thing functionally, right? So at the moment, he's got me working on the glutes. Then he's got me walking. So when I go for a walk, I've got to squeeze those cheeks. Like I've got to do a glute walk, not a quad walk, which is a lot harder than it sounds because like every step you take, you're having to like, make sure that it's your glutes are the ones pushing you, not your quads. It's getting a lot more natural, but it worked. So it worked that I stopped feeling the pain. But then he also got me on the stretching program, which is called neural stretching. And it's like, so essentially, I don't know how to explain that, but I didn't even know this was a thing. But a lot of the times when your muscles don't stretch and they're tight, it's not because the muscles are actually tight. It's because your brain is guarding them for some reason. And so it's like, when I lie back down on my back will be really tense, and I can't rest my head down on the ground and my lower back at the same time. And he was like, that's a classic symptom of neural guarding. And it also explained why you're quad walking, because your back will be trying to sort of lean you over a little bit. So he's got me this thing where I just do these, it's like part meditation, part stretching, where I'll be lying and I'll be doing these breathing exercises and then doing different things with my back and into the ground, my lower back. Oh man, it felt so amazing, and it's so chill. It's the zenest exercise thing I've ever done. It's just so relaxing, and I feel so good when I do it. Since I've done all those three things, I've been doing it maybe for like 3 weeks. I've noticed my pain-free days are just getting more and more frequent, and my days where I like, and when I say pain-free day, I mean like, you know, just sometimes I might walk around, I have a sore lower back, or sometimes I might have a bit of a sore hip or something, you know, like an achy hip, you know. But like some days I wake up and I just feel like $1 million, like I've had 100 Panadol, you know, like no pain whatsoever. And so then it's like, and those days are getting more and more frequent since I've been on this program. And I actually mentioned it the other day to him. I was like, I've actually been noticing like these pain-free days are getting more and more. But this competition has been like the ultimate stress test, because God, I'm really rabbiting on. Before, I would get to 5 kilometer walks, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to push myself. So I'd start pushing long distance walks. And this is why I need to be careful now with outdoor competition. So I'll try to push longer distance, or I'd try to do speed runs where I'd try to do the walk as fast as I had, faster than I'd done it before. And then I always would inevitably end up injured, like with a calf muscle or an injured hip. And then I'd have to go back to 1 kilometer walks and build myself back up again. And that happened like 3 times. And that's when I said to him, well, we need to fix this. That's when we came up with the whole glute thing. But yeah, since I've been doing that glute thing, I feel like the pain's really gone. So this is kind of like, this competition's good in a way, because it's like a little stress test, because previously I would have gotten injured. So now it's like, can I actually do the distance? And if I don't get injured, then it's proof that the system's working. So yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. There's a long story. I think that's going to be the theme of my next video, is like, this is where I'm at too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So no, I think we're both doing good.
Yeah, I know we are. We're definitely doing good. I know it's competition, but I just feel like it's just pushing us to just, you know, our next step and our next goal in our weight loss transformation, you know?
Yeah. I think like having that competition has made me push myself to a point of where I thought, I'd gotten stagnant, just do my 5K a day, whereas this has sort of made me think, oh, okay, how far can I actually push myself? But also taking into account, like, making sure I don't get injured again. So it's like that fine line. I definitely feel like one of those old cars rattling down the highway.
And I think that's so important and so key when like you're trying to cut and lose weight. It's just protecting your body and just making sure you're not putting yourself in a position where you're going to get injured. Because like if you get injured during your weight loss journey and you're trying to build habits, like good habits, and you injure yourself, it's going to be so hard to get back on the horse.
Yeah, for sure.
Injury. You know what I'm saying? Because like injuries, they make you not want to do anything. They don't make you want to go to the gym. Say you hurt your knee or your ankle, and then you're out. You can't walk.
And it's so
for,
long.
You know, a couple weeks. It's so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you're sitting at home, like on the couch, because you can't do anything. And like you just fall into those bad habits. They creep up because they've been with you your whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, it's going to take me a long time to break my bad habits. And I still have bad habits, but like not as severe as it was. Like when I was 415 pounds, but I know that if I stop doing the things that's got me to this point, which are just simple things, and I just stop them, like walking my 10,000 steps, and then it's gonna make me be like, oh, I'm not walking 10,000 steps anymore. So let me just, you know, just fall
eat
back
some cheezels or something. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a slippery slope.
I think it's definitely important to really stay injury free and just do things that you know your body can handle.
Yeah.
I talked about this in my last vlog where like I just why I don't really watch a lot of influencers, because there's a lot of people that promote things that I don't think big people should be doing at a certain size. I mean, you could try it, but be smart on what you're doing.
Mm.
If you're trying to run like a marathon, or trying to just do crazy things that you saw on a TikTok or something, just be aware that it's hard, because I had to actually, you see these jump ropes right here,
Mm-hmm.
I had to put these up because I started jump roping at, I think it was like 360 or something. And when I started
Oh,
jump roping, my knees were killing me.
yeah.
I've never had shin pain in my life ever. And then like I started feeling the shin pain, and I'm like, whoa, that's not good. So I started pushing through it, because like a lot of people actually started following me because I was jump roping. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, I started getting more knee pain. I'm just like, yo, I got to really make a conscious effort, and I can't do it.
Mm.
So I had to put them up, and I made a goal to myself to unlock it at 290 pounds, which we're almost there.
Oh,
And I
nice.
said, yo, let me just put these away. Let me try again later, because I enjoyed jump roping. I
Mm.
thought it was like really interesting. Like, I wouldn't really, I bought the mat. I bought like expensive jump ropes just to try. There's different types of jump ropes you can get. I got the ones that fit for me, and then like definitely. So I just want to try it when I get to a lighter weight. So we're gonna try it at 290. If I still have those same issues, I'm gonna try it probably like 270. So,
Nice. I
but
mean, I've almost changed my approach a little bit, where I see like feeling injured as just part of the game. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Not saying that you should. I think you made the right move. This is not about your jump rope. This is more like sometimes when I walk, you know when you're pushing yourself, I feel like you're inevitably gonna get some resistance in terms of like minor injuries or things, and obviously you should try to prevent it. But I almost feel like for me, maybe I'm saying it quite differently. Say I'm pushing myself to 5K, and then I start to get a sore lower back. This is kind of how I see it now. So you start to get a sore lower back. That's my opportunity to work with Arthur to fix my lower back. Like, we've just uncovered, hey, this is a problem that you've got that you need to move forward with and fix. And then when you fix your lower back, maybe you get like sore knees or a sore hip. So then, because somehow your body's like, now it's fixed that part, some other part is now taking the stress. And so then it's like, okay, so now the next month is going to be trying to fix my hip so that doesn't feel sore anymore. And I'll do exercise around and stretching. And so it's like, I feel it's almost like I'm peeling off the layers of the onion and trying to, and the middle is like this painless experience of like this really cool life where you just move fluidly, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like mentally how I see it now. It's almost like, not that I look forward to getting injuries, but I see it as like a learning experience that I can then adapt with, fix it, move on, you know?
no, that I like that. That actually makes sense. Like if you get injured, then you have a solution
Yeah.
to that injury of like how to get back to it, or just fix that issue. And then like you learn from that. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
okay, you walk at 5,000, but maybe you weren't ready to walk 5,000. Now you're gonna get back to it and try it again when you're healed up.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm talking about different too. Like, you're talking about, you know, you shouldn't have done that. You were too big to be doing skip rope, and then it's going to stuff your knees. I'm more talking about more that like chronic. You're walking and then you start to get like a sore hip, and it's something that would have come no matter what you did. You were always going to get that sore hip when you hit 5,000 steps, because there's a reason why you're going to get it, you know. But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, like the skip roping was easy for you. Were just pushing yourself when you shouldn't have been doing it. So
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
other side. You shouldn't be doing anything dumb. I was pretty
yeah,
good with that though. Like, he would never have let me say do a 10K walk, you know, like he would have just been like,
yeah,
absolutely not.
yeah. My mom, she said, yo, why are you walking 10,000 steps at 415 pounds? That's pretty crazy. You should have started with 5,000.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right, you're probably right, but I want to push myself
Yeah. Yeah.
and see if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I set a goal for myself, I try to definitely put my all into it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like I was hurting myself. It was just I had those aches and pains. I think I'm more talking about like, say you're lifting weights and you're just hero lifting. You're like, oh, your max is 70 pounds or like 65 pounds, and you're gonna go for like 80 for
Mm,
like 10 reps. That's You shouldn't do that.
yeah. I'm just
You should
not that
definitely
guy. I'm not that guy. I'm like, I like it heavy, but I like it real controlled. And if I'm shaking or not doing a nice smooth movement, then I feel like I just there's something about it that feels wrong to me. I've always been weird. I've always done my reps quite slow and controlled. Like whenever the episode's like, man, don't take it, 2 seconds up, and I do that speed, it's always faster than what I do anyway. I'm always like, I like to keep it nice and like fluid. So I'm never gonna be a person that like tries to overdo it, because then you're like shaking all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
I just feel like if you try to overdo it too much, there's no need to it. Like,
yeah,
because I'm looking at it from your, like, because you're older than me. Like, my goal is, I know I'm not going to be able, I want to lift until I get to like, older,
yeah,
and I want to make sure that I'm consistent with it. I don't want to, do something dumb and rip something, my shoulder or something.
mm,
So I always want to just make sure I am controlling the weights, and I'm focusing on the movements, and I'm just getting good reps, and
yeah.
just overall health, I can't do squats actually, man, because my back. I could do them when I was younger, but I just
Okay.
my back.
I'm pretty good with
So
squats.
I can do the Smith machine squats. I try to avoid stuff that will like hurt me
Yeah.
physically. Like but I like the Smith machine just because it's more controlled
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
than just squats, because you're not using more
I'm
your back a lot.
I'm like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like I'm all lower body. I'm like really strong legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, my legs have always been like really strong, and they gain
Okay.
muscles so fast, but my upper body doesn't
Yeah.
seem to want to play the same game. It's like,
Yeah.
I even went and did some leg presses yesterday, and like Arthur told me like most people start on like this much of their body weight, and then it was so light. I was like, that is like nothing. And I was just dumping 20 kilogram bells on every set, just like it's not heavy, it's too easy. And it's always been like that, eh? It's like I've always been like being able to squat a lot and big presses. It's the upper body I struggle with.
Right. Yeah. I think it's more my legs. I hate leg day.
I think everyone does though, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. That's what
blood
they
rushes
say.
out of your
But I
head.
mean, yeah. And like, let's not. I work my legs hard. I just don't like it.
Yeah. Well,
It's terrible.
my gym is leg day because I'm working on my glutes. So every time I
Okay.
go to the gym, it's a squat. Like
Yeah.
I don't not have leg day at the moment. It's actually, so I should really mention it to him. Like we haven't worked out my upper body at all, but he's quite determined to fix my glutes first. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. So yeah, to me, it's like if people hate leg day, I'm like, that's just the gym for me at the moment.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But man, I'm looking forward to next week. Hopefully, you relax. Don't worry. Go have dinner tonight. Eat what you need to eat. Keep being vegan. Yo, Arthur, make sure he eats a lot of carbs.
The weather is on your side. It is absolutely hoovering down outside right now. It's kind of, I'm like, how am I going to do my steps? I had all these plans, and also it's Jack's, my nephew's birthday dinner tonight. So today is a good day to help you. But yeah,
Yo, we had a great conversation with Dan, man. He's such a laid back guy. But yo, Dan, your boy took it from me, man. I won week 2. Well, we kind of tied, but he's up 2-1 right now, and I got some work to do. If I lose some weight, if we can finally start losing some weight, I might be able to tie it up next week, but I don't know. The way I'm feeling about my diet right now isn't really the best, but yeah, man, that's literally all I got for you guys today, man. I am about to go to sleep because your boy always needs to sleep, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.